of the game. It's going to be locking those champions in.
Speaking of, we already have one locked in as we're jumping straight into champ selects now. The bans are through, and that is an early Rise pick here for Sentinels.
It's a good one. Oriana's banned out, and Talia is banned out. I think that this is already looking pretty good for us, you know, take it away. Also means Kaze can't get his hands on it. Kaze, of course, plays a lot of assassins also and is super dangerous, but, you know, most played are the normal mid lane champions of Rise and Talia type stuff too, so we'll see what we trade it for. Rumble, of course, is up priority for top lane here. Do you want to go like Jarvan early? Because Jarvan is good versus Rise. You can always put pressure onto Rise, and it's the basically hot pot, the patented Jarvan and Rumble ultimate combo. But early on, of course, there's every AD jungler up and available, so you could alternate to another one if you felt like it.
Combo's real though, they do lock it in. And it's not surprising, they have been playing a lot of carries in the jungle. I was chatting with Azael for the first game, letting him know. Say what?
Jarvan's just, keep going.
We were catching up with some of the Brazilian casters, and basically Red Canids, they have an identity that their coach Talkers drafts often, where it's called the three-headed dragon, where you have 3 threats on the composition. It's a fun community name for how they draft. It sounds sick. Three-headed dragon. These are 2 of the heads right now already with the Rumble and the J4.
I would come up with dragon-related terms for all my strategies too if I was a coach.
Yeah?
That sounds sick.
Yeah, you got the wings.
Then you got people calling plays and stuff, and you're like, all right, what comp are we building this time around? Well, we're building the three-headed dragon. Holy! Okay, well, Sentinels are building the poke machine. That needs a better name.
Yeah, I don't think poke machine is quite there with three-headed dragon.
You understand what it is. So
I'm a little uncomfortable as well, but yeah.
Now we got to come up with a more fearsome name for it.
No, I'm not going to call it the thruster. We're going to call it the...
Ezreal Karma, though, what do you do with that to deal with that bottom lane? I mean, this bottom lane right now is so hard to contest for push and for poke. So I actually really do like this opening. It means that this Jarvan is going to be very, very active in the solo lanes early on. It's Jarvan trying to gank for the Yone. They're going to try and like burn DARKWINGS flash early on and get Kaze some early advantages so Kaze can roam. Kaze makes a lot of side lane plays too, even when he's on a champ like Yone, so we'll see.
All right, I got a new name for it. Let me know if you like this. Shell Shock. Because it's all this artillery flying in.
Where's the shell coming from?
Well, because that's what it's called, like Shell Shock, back in the day.
Yeah, okay.
But and there's all these shots firing in with all the range. You're getting poked out consistently.
I hear you. I respect the effort, and I'm gonna
keep thinking about it.
We're gonna keep working on it.
We're gonna keep workshopping it then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the Yone...
Maybe something with Mystic, because Ezreal has Mystic shots, and Karma is a Mystic.
Ooh.
Yeah, it'll be something around there.
Mystic poke machine.
Well,
we're getting there. We're getting closer.
A lot of comps try and build into it with, kill lanes. So the Nautilus is a good ban. Nautilus ban so that you don't get like Jarvan gank plus, melee support set up for Frosty. Frosty can easily go a... they do need another front line. So with Nautilus banned, still got like Leona, Rahel type stuff down there.
Twitch chat saying the Mystic Thunder. Do we like Mystic Thunder?
Oh, yeah, not
That's
bad.
a good. I like that name actually.
Yeah, it's something with the Mystics, it definitely is good.
Well, all right. We see this from Rabelo a lot. He often plays things like Jhin, things like Ashe to enable the other side of that three-headed dragon, because we see that from those 3.
And they're diving too, so Jhin's can fall from super long range. Definitely always a good combo with this. And meanwhile, I like a Cassante here. It's not as good into Rumble as when it is into Rumble that is on a double AP team, because you can just rush Kanik Rooker and then be good into either solo lane. This is one of the rare times where you're going to have to deal with different damage type solo laners here, because they have the patented classic Yone Rumble comp going for them.
It is a terrifying comp when you are able to layer the ults on top of each other. Because you usually think like the J4 hot pot with the Rumble, but we have seen the Rumble Equalizer plus the Yone Fate Seal
you get all 3, baby.
Yeah.
And even a Rakan to set them all up. There you go. That's even faster and better engaged than the other melees that we were talking about there. So honestly, I think both teams got a lot of stuff that they wanted. And we're going to have to see if Sentinels can utilize this pushing bottom lane and pushing mid lane. Because by default, your mid lane matchup and your bottom lane matchup should be strong and pushing for Sentinels. And I want to see HamBak here, how he can actually utilize that to get some advantages. Wukong, of course, notorious. You want to get to your level 6 as quickly as possible. Don't necessarily want to waste a lot of time in your first couple of clears.
Even better if you can get to Trinity Force fast also. That's really
yeah,
big
you want to get
him.
rich and you want to get experience.
Yeah. Who doesn't, really? Think about it.
Same, true.
Pull an average league player. They'll tell you, play like...
I want that in real life, too.
Oh, yeah?
More experience and richer.
But if you can only pick one, what are you picking, Kobe? Life experience
the experiences.
or gold?
Because I spend my money on experiences anyway.
Oh, so just, cut the middleman out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good point. I like that. But wouldn't, if you take gold, you would get both then? Because if you spend the money on it.
Wow.
Interesting to think about.
Genius. Philosophical conundrums here with Kangas.
So what you're learning from me is give me the money.
As long as I get a lot of either.
Okay.
And it's chill.
True. Well, I think we're hoping for a winning experience from LCS side. We need some hopium into our blood now.
We do.
Because that was an 0-2 from C9. We already.
I didn't bring that back up. I had just forgot about that.
Oh yeah. Okay. You know what? It's a new game.
Okay.
It's a new feeling. It's a new vibe, Kobe.
It is.
Welcome to the Americas
because you're
Cup.
here instead of Isaac.
Yeah, and this is the first time the two of us are casting together.
It's actually the first time I can recall meeting you.
Yes.
So.
Hi, I'm Steve. Nice to meet you. Sam, right?
Yeah. Let's have some fun watching some League of Legends.
I'm excited. And I'm sure everyone at home is as well. Sentinels versus Red Canids Kalunga. Game 1 starts now.
Can we keep this music the whole time?
This is a vibe.
I actually love it. The champ select music actually is so good for this tournament.
Kobe, I think right as you said it, they took it away.
Just can't have nice things.
Yeah. Maybe they'll bring it back later. All right. Again, hometown crowd behind Red, but a lot of folks in our LCS chat, I'm imagining here, cheering on Sentinels. Brazil did strike first, but we have a chance to even it up here at the Americas Cup.
We certainly do. All right, so ward here is good for Red. They're going to see Wukong pathing bottom. I think you would assume Wukong's going to path bottom anyways, but it is always good to get the exact timings so you can have full information here. And like I said, theoretically, should have pushing bottom lane, should have pushing mid lane here for us. So it should start out smooth and allow Wukong, an easy top-down clear. And so you can kind of end your second route towards that side of the map too. And then theoretically, we would be looking for, we would love if there was a bottom side 6-minute scuttle crab for our team composition here so that our Wukong can play off of pushing mid, pushing bottom, get the bottom side scuttle crab, get the Wukong to level 6, and then get our first dragon. That's like, I just drew up my dream first 7 minutes of the game here. However,
what happens if it spawns top?
We're playing against Cursed Jarvan, which is scary. So we'll see if that Jarvan can blow a flash early. You were very, and I think rightfully so, focused on the mid lane matchup. And if Jarvan does get some early ganks on the rise, it might be problematic. And we definitely don't want Kaze to be in a very powerful situation very early on in the game.
Yeah.
That would be a big problem for us.
Bad news for you, Kobe, because from what we've seen of Red, they play fast. Especially when they have a J4, they look for aggressive plays. And already, Curse walking away from the Gromp is looking at a gank bot side. Deadly Flourish lands onto huhi, and in comes the J4. Kobe, no! It's first blood, the Rabelo. Rahel will flash back away as I've lost my co-caster to the couch. And Red already finding that early play.
Dude, come on! We know it's first Jarvan, man. Just ward early. Honestly, though, good. Good.
Yo, fantastic from Curse and
really
Rabelo
good
Frosty.
Gank. Yeah. Both teams skinking us bottom, just getting a lot of success.
Oh, actually, DARKWINGS winning this immediate trade here as Kaze snaps back. Now Curse finds HamBak in the jungle, has the backup of Frosty, plus Rabelo walking up, so HamBak is in some trouble here. Kaze can't walk forward because the DARKWINGS threatening, and that's flash from HamBak. Follow up with the flag and drag, but we got Curse huhi lands the Q over the wall. It will be traded back as HamBak falls eventually. Kaze with the kill credit. Now huhi actually chased out. Grand entrance not going to land. Knockup dodge by huhi. Eagle trades 1 for 1.
As they continue to trade mid, I was like, oh no, bot lane has priority, so this is probably going to look really bad for us. But they trade one back. They trade one back, all good.
We'll take it.
Grab one extra kill here, onto the jungler as well.
It was huhi that got the gold, unfortunately. Meanwhile, Kaze got the gold for red Canids.
Honestly, though, as it's not bad for the lane, like Karma and Ezreal getting money early, even if Karma gets early money, it is like it's getting more power for our pushing lane. That should be a point of power for like this Dream Scuttle that I'm talking about, the Dream Scuttle and possible Dragon, 6-minute sort of play. But yeah, here is where I thought it was a little dicey with HamBak fighting in the river. He is going to flash over right into a follow-up with Curse and Rabelo, but huhi flashes too. He flashes in, he shields up HamBak, and he's able to get the Q kill, and Rabelo does use his flash to then also answer for that kill. So maybe, target these blown flashes, this mid lane and bottom lane for both sides using a lot of summoner spells.
And Kaze is trading very aggressively. In that last play, if DARKWINGS had more mana, he could have stayed longer, but he had to back off. Now, though, Kaze just traded a big chunk of health there, and DARKWINGS in a pretty good spot. So let's see, HamBak level 5, and we're still a minute away from that crab spawn.
It's also still not bad because with your bottom lane roaming away from the pushing lane, look at the CS bottom. Our early push was still good. When you go for the gank and you get the gank kill, it's not as big of a gold difference as you would expect, since Rabelo did actually get the last hit for the kill. Because of the CS for Rahel, however, does get a little bit of a chunk here. Nice extra combo from the red bottom lane.
From huhi, in comes Curse from behind. They don't spot it yet. And now the J4 on vision. No flash on the bot laners, but huhi with the sidestep still gets knocked up and taken down. Curse with another kill for red Canids.
Yeah, keep targeting bottom lane. Keep getting some successful ganks here. Good job by red. Oh, man. Oh, Wukong here. Maybe get a Constellation Dragon. Sneak into the back with the W.
But the Scuttle Crab is spawning on the top half of the... It's all
good, though. Now that the junglers reset after their plays, there's not going to be the big snowball into extra big play. So at least we get the dragon, and
it's something.
And we'll see.
And we still have the CS advantage bot side because Rahel has been able to go deathless so far. Huhi's dropped twice, but Rahel has been getting the wave. That's a good point there, that even though there's a kill and 2 assists for Rabelo, it's not even a kill's worth of gold lead for him right now.
Yeah, true. DARKWINGS getting the extra vision. Just perfect timing now on the Jarvan clear. Let's see. I mean, who are you just trying to help DARKWINGS get pushed so we can get mid-roam?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we actually can go for the Scuttle Crab top, too.
Yeah, we got mid-lane push. Helps out a lot with that.
Yep. He's making sure the DARKWINGS can keep that in, and no contest from Curse. So HamBak will get the Dragon, and we'll get the second Scuttle Crab. And Kobe, we now have a Wukong level 6, has the ultimate available, can look to start making action happen. As action in the mid lane, nice sidestep from DARKWINGS using Ghost.
DARKWINGS had just dodged the earlier Q that was charged up from Yone too. So back-to-back dodges from DARKWINGS. huhi comes back for a little chunk too. Hey, you are worried about DARKWINGS versus Kaze, and the DARKWINGS has had some good movement so far. Dodges the Q knock-up, dodges the ultimate here. Just popping Ghost. It's a very efficient, cooldown trade there.
He unsealed his fate. Did not land right there. And also dodged the Dragon's Claws in the 3-headed dragon composition. I think it's thematic. We got the Fire Breath from Rumble. We got the Claws from Yone. We got the Wings from Rakan. There we go. It's all coming together here, Kobe.
I like it. Look at all the bars are red too, because both teams are red.
It's actually not. I've never seen that before.
That's kind of crazy.
That's not going to get confusing at all. Okay, DARKWINGS again with a nice little chunk here in the mid lane, but Curse is coming in from behind. That flash available. Is able to size up the knockup into the Cataclysm, though. Can't get out of that one, and will fall. And now HamBak does join up, but I don't know how much he can actually get done here. Curse can just walk away.
So DARKWINGS again had good movement, but
we're actually going to go with the Cyclone. Hui's coming in from behind, but it's only support to back up the Wukong, and HamBak will not find anything.
Yeah, DARKWINGS had good movement to dodge, but then he flashed early when Jarvan still has ult, so you never can get out of it. Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can like try to route more, but like you were getting chunked too much.
Yeah. I think what he thought is that they didn't have a ward in that brush.
Oh, yeah, could be.
But they had vision in there too.
All out use. FNB is able to get back to the turret, but Impact put him in an awkward spot here. Equalizer will go down onto the wave, and FNB will just clear that out, presumably go for a reset.
Okay, 1,000 gold lead for Red. However, all the objectives for Sentinels, because HamBak has been cleaning up the extra objectives after somebody on Sentinels dies. You know, bot lane died, then he gets Dragon, mid lane dies, then he gets Grubs. So we'll see about the next few minutes. Again, I still think they should focus on stacking Dragons for Sentinels. Rahel down here. See what they can do on the Ezreal.
We got 2 minutes until that, so I imagine we'll have some completed items. I'm looking at, like, Yone in laning phase, not the most threatening thing, but once he gets that first item, which he's already got Vampiric Scepter plus the recurve bow, once he gets to that Bork, it's actually a little scarier to try and contest that. A little smidge. And he's got 2 kills as well, so he's probably going to have that completed by the time this dragon spawns. So it's not going to be a cakewalk for Sentinels to try and take that.
No, it is. It is not going to be a cakewalk. It is going to be a walk over hot coals. It's very dangerous.
Have you ever done that before?
But if you've trained for it, not so bad.
Yeah.
All right, HamBak here gets the level up off Krugs. Does this mean anything? Are we actually going to fight? Nobody wants to fight over the tri-brush there, so it's not going to turn anything just quite yet. HamBak just gets his reset preemptively here. Still a full minute before the dragon, so you can just go clear your top side as HamBak. So I like that. He get the efficient recall, go clear top side. Then if they want to fight it, try and work your way in from mid lane. And honestly, I don't think you're going to have a Bork breakpoint before the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, if Kaze doesn't have Bork, then this is a much higher chance that Sentinels can actually take this.
It's usually pretty hard to rush to it if you spend your money on shoes.
True, yeah, you did get the tier 2.
By the timing for second dragon.
Yeah. Despite having that early influx of gold from the 2 kills, taking that stopgap means that maybe there is another window here. It's 25 seconds for Sentinels, and we do see HamBak clearing the top camp so we can start passing towards that objective on the bottom side. They're shoved in bot lane, though. Right now, Rabelo and Frosty are getting the shove in as Rahel will go for a reset. 10 seconds now on the dragon.
All right. Let's see. Mid lane, trying to rotate over already. DARKWINGS and HamBak here with the sweeper.
Maybe they're just going to look at Kaze. If they can get a kill here, or at least his ult out before the dragon fight, would be a nice little timer, but HamBak will back away instead.
Yeah, HamBak sees the support roam at the moment. It's pretty good vision from Red on bottom side, and since Jarvan is ganking top side, you know, Sentinels are assuming that the jungler is bottom side, but Impact's going to get ganked.
He's the Pathmaker already, so the Flagon Drag will land the knock up. He's able to buffer it with the jump, and now Impact, low on health, is just going to try and buy as much time as possible. Uses the all-out, flashes out of the Cataclysm, and is making Red work for it, as they just can't kill this Kazante fast enough. He will eventually go down. Who gets the credit? It is FNB roasting him up, but that was so much time topside. Sentinels get the dragon in trade.
Okay, so Impact decides to use his flash and his ulti. Wait a second, Rahel has to flash as well. So he tries to delay there and tries to get down towards mid lane. In the end, they chase him down anyways, though, and FNB didn't have to flash. You know, Curse didn't have to flash. They know, you know, we can just walk him down and chase, and we'll still be able to push the wave in afterwards. I like this too. Just drop the equalizer on the wave. Another wave deleted.
Yeah. That's Kaze again going in onto DARKWINGS. Huhi has just been in this mid lane so often, and like this is, I think, the trademark of Huhi. He is such a support. He will get around the map and make sure that his team is safe, and he's backing up DARKWINGS as he's now picked up his first item. Still no Bork completed here on Kaze.
Yeah, I always love it when Karma sports roam like that, because people always think, Enchanter supports, yeah, you can't make like, you know, big roam plays just because you don't have like a range stun or something to go gank someone. But if you just go to a melee opponent's lane and just throw out a couple Qs at them, and mantra Qs and get some poke damage and just keep this, keep poking at the Yone, then you can keep getting some extra push for mid lane.
Yeah.
I will say though, Kaze's done a very good job. His CS is fine, and he got those 2 kills with extra credit. So Blade of the Ruined King done. Kaze is gonna be very scary the next time we fight.
And he's actually lane swapped because the top and mid have finished their objectives, the little side quests, and now we got the Yone into the Cassante.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about in Champ Select when we were like, well, usually you slam the Cassante versus the Rumble with like, any other AP
Rise
threat.
and Azir, yeah.
Because the Canids Rooker now is not going to do much at all for you versus the Yone in your lane. So Yone swapping into a Cassante lane here after Blade of the Ruined King, yeah, you can just get full priority over that lane and impact now.
And now he finds himself alone in the river. All of Red's collapsing in on top of him, and he is just chain CC'd to death. Impact taken out of the fight, and Red with a 6th kill.
Yeah, it's just really smart from Red. The objectives on this side of the map as well. 35 seconds on the Rift Herald, so just pressure impact again. He had no flash. Now here we go.
And now we're just getting straight in. Remember what we were talking about Enchanter supports, Kobe? They're not the best at making the plays in the mid lane. They're meant to kind of poke you out. I think huhi was a little far forward there as he gets CC'd to death as well.
Oh, Kangas.
Uh-oh. Should I go? Am I actually the curse here? I feel like we kind of established that in the first 2 games. Yeah. I took the hat off, put it back on for a bit. I don't know what to do at this point.
It's not looking good for us.
Maybe I need to change my socks. Maybe that's...
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Superstitious. We do got to rely on some superstition because it's looking rough again. Honestly, and these are really good choices from Red, like we were just going to talk about. You get your really good matchup topside. Impact doesn't have flash, and they punish him again. A huge influx of gold again. They got first tower bonus, and the Rift Herald's going to be spawning on that side of the map, so they can just pick this one up right afterwards. So now you get another big chunk out of another tower guaranteed with this Rift Herald, and you just open up the map so effectively here for your Yone Rumble composition. These things are very easy to use.
Yeah.
Slam your engage. You've got Rakan and Jarvan both can easily start this off from very long ranges, and then you just follow up with Yone ult, slaps them together on a Rumble ultimate, just annihilate the entire team. So Red checking all the boxes for this nice Wombo comp, and they're set up to fight the next few dragons with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, Sentinels got the first 2, but this next one in a minute going to be much, much harder to actually contest. And I got to give credit to Red. I mean, they are playing this game fantastic as they're looking at a dive onto DARKWINGS. huhi is there to back him up, so Curse will flag and drag to safety over the wall, and Red will call it off. But talking with 4x4, one of the English unofficial casters for CBLOL, he had mentioned that from a lot of people's perspective, Red were the favorites to win, and they were the ones that most of the casters and community were excited about sending a first stand. It was a bit of a surprise that they weren't able to close it out, and that Loud took it instead. So I think we're seeing hints of that. Like, Red are playing good. They have this high-tempo gameplay style, and they're executing their champs well.
Yeah, I like this too, controlling the jungle. Looking for a pick opportunity. Curse is on a ward though, so we're gonna get at least something.
He's very far forward. Now the Realm Warp will come in from DARKWINGS. HamBak looks to continue the chase. Teleport in. We are full committing to punishing Curse for the jungle invade. We get the shutdown. We get the pick. Sentinels now have Kaze that just teleported and immediately flashes away. So a pick for Sentinels as the Dragon's up, and that's the jungler.
So they had swept so much of the jungle, but not into the Red Brush ward, and it actually gives us an opening. No jungle for Red. We got to start this.
We used a lot of ults, but we didn't use Impact's ult, so All Out is a great tool for Sentinels to just keep Red out of the pit, keep them away from contesting. HamBak is low, but it does not look like Red will find an angle in, and that is third dragon secured for Sentinels, as now we have the all-out from Impact onto Kaze, pulling it back towards the team curtain call to slow down the retreat, and DARKWINGS flashes away. Impact will walk back to try and take it up, and will absorb the 4th shot. We got out of there.
Kangas, honestly, now we've got a really big moment to look forward to. 4.5 minutes for Infernal Soul. Like, that's a really early soul, man.
Yeah, I'm not changing my socks anymore. I'm feeling good about these socks.
I'm glad that he changed his name to Curse
Yeah.
And then went and sat on the ward.
Better to be cursed than doomed.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Giving us some hope.
There is still gold lead for Red, though, so it is hope. But we will need to get that.
Is still scary.
We need to get the 4th dragon.
If they get a team fight where they're looking at us at the beginning and they can have Rakan engage and Yone doesn't have to teleport into the fight late and then get chunked out immediately, yeah, okay, yeah, for sure.
And Dragons notably have True Sight. I'm just saying, if you're a D&D fan.
But it wasn't because we get the early initiative here. Doing a lot of work, and so they're able to move over. We of course get our first kill, and then with Yone teleporting in right in the middle after we already got our kill, we can chunk him out as well. And so there's going to be no flash on Kaze. That is definitely making it a lot more playable here.
Back into roasted here by FNB, but should be able to get out just fine. As the equalizer will go down, he has a turret to escape to. I don't think that there's any danger of him dying. He did pick up all that early magic resist, but he is still roasted. Third and Topher Strike, not going to pull FNB back. Kobe, I got a question. So we got the Dragon Flame from Rumble, we got the Claws from Yone, we got the Wings from Rumble. What's the J4 in this dragon analogy? The 3-headed dragon.
He's the Dragon Rider.
He's the Dragon Rider. Ooh, I like that a lot. And Rabelo is like the squire on the ground carrying the gear. Yeah. Throwing out those W's.
Yeah, yep. He's got the lance.
Yeah.
Okay, so split push. We do end up grabbing the top side tower in exchange for bot side push. I don't think there's any punish here. Yeah. So nice little taper off.
Yeah.
They're chopping down on that gold lead a little bit.
Down to under 2K. Why are we looking at huhi? Okay, no, there's nobody near
clearing wards, you know.
It made me scary. When we look at Enchanter support from only blue vision.
True.
I immediately start to panic.
All right, 2-item Yone, though. So shield bow is on Kaze as well. Extra survivability there. Again, if he doesn't have to teleport into a fight and into the middle of people and like flash out, it definitely will look a bit more dangerous. But Sentinels get some good setup here.
Yeah.
DARKWINGS, of course, just kind of looking, fishing around, throw a realm warp, see if you can get a long chase or anything. Another ward.
Oh, we're TPing in. I mean, HamBak wants to lock down Curse again. He's waiting over the wall for the eventual flag and drag. Ooh, the W from Jin not gonna land, and that is a successful pick from Sentinels. The Dragon Rider has been slain.
The wards, Kangas, the wards.
Yeah.
We are winning through wards. North American wards.
Vision's important, everybody. Play like Sentinels, because it can maybe get them a Baron after the fact. There's no smite contest. Red will teleport FNB in. Deep flank from Kaze. They're going to look for the team fight. Maybe after the Baron goes down, it will be a Baron secure, but Kaze, the Yone, is there with 2 items picked up. Fate Seal's available, but they already lost Frosty. Fate Seal will land. It's a trade for huhi, but that's not a great trade for Red. They lose their mid laner. They lose their support. All for our support, and that is a Baron plus a 2-for-1 in favor of Sentinels.
Take it all back, Kangas. You're not a curse.
The hat came up. That was
the hat.
It helped. It helped a lot.
We figured it out.
Yep.
Honestly, though, these wards. I mean, that ward up in the side brush over here. I did a PSA where I was like, in the current season, you have to always assume that anywhere that there is usually a Phaelite, people just leave wards.
There's going to be a ward,
people leave wards there all the time. But, you know, another one, and then we had some acting around that caused us to get an early wraparound kill onto Jarvan, which led to this whole thing. But, you know, we had another situation where Red were down a member for the team fight, and it was their jungler, so we got to get the Baron. We finish off the Baron, and then by the time the Yone does go in and get the ult, Red didn't get to put all their pieces together, so it was perfect for us. Getting the early jumps on all of these plays.
Now we have 10 seconds till the next dragon, Kobe. The job's not done. Sentinels still need to get this soul.
Yeah, it's only just begun. All right, starts with the blue buff though. Let's see.
HamBak's contesting it right now. Probably not going to want to try and smite seal this away, and actually will. So smite used, but Red can't even get into the pit right now. Curse is actually over the wall there. Flag and drags back to safety. Frosty using the battle dance to get away, and a nice 2-shot barrage from the Israel will get that poke. Rahel pushes back Red. And now they got to try and find a way into the Dragon Pit. I don't think they can find a way, so look at that. The Mystic Thunder coming in here from Sentinels to secure themselves a Dragon Soul.
And HamBak as well, you know, he had 2 charges of his smite, so they push him out and like they clear out all the vision through this jungle. No way you can get in. Baron buff still on Sentinels, so they're pushing 2 lanes here. Ezreal very comfortable holding the mid lane.
They got the gold lead. We got Dragon Soul. Sentinels got the gold lead, finally brought it back.
Wards, baby. Okay, here we go. Red are looking for a pincer play. Rahel could just kite down.
Yeah, hard to get onto an Ezreal, especially with Karma behind him, but there comes the Flag and Drag, not gonna land the knockup, and he flashes over the wall, but the Fate Seal from Kaze will do just that for Rahel. Ezreal shut down. Now Curse goes in with the Cataclysm straight into all members of Sentinels, and we'll accept that gift. Cyclone News by HamBak, lockdown Frosty, battle dances back to safety with the W grand entrance, and now Red don't have a great engage tool anymore. The Yone ult's down, will hit the 3rd Mortal Steel right there, but Kaze taking up a lot of damage on the front line. HamBak on a killing spree now, picks up that one. Sentinels are winning another fight with the flash from DARKWINGS to clean up the 3rd.
Yeah, they just try to get too much after they get their pick. Because Yone had E'd and then R'd over the wall, they're not going to be able to follow for any more chase down kills. So big punish from Sentinels on the over chase from Red. They got a good pick onto Rahel, but that is not worth for them. And Sentinels are going to take your jungle afterwards too. We've got a very fed HamBak here in addition to Rahel's Ezreal. So even after the shutdown, it's fine.
Kobe, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this.
So again, he E's and then ults. Yep. So even though Yone is like, oh, Yone's right with us, it's fake because he has to snap back over the wall.
Snap back to reality. Oop, there goes Curse. Yeah, he went a little hypey there with the Cataclysm. If Red had just taken the pick and then backed off, they maybe find another angle to then like
maybe
get something else
slow
after.
With Jhin, try and root and poke him.
Dragons go in, Kobe. 300 Dragons not known for kiting back.
The heads weren't talking to each other.
True.
Yeah.
One of them got distracted over this way.
This is a really controlled game from Sentinels, of course. Yeah, and our highlights, our post-game highlights are probably going to be looking at who put both the wards that caused us to pick Jarvan twice.
Oh, yeah, it's a good call.
We'll go investigate.
Yeah.
Whoever put those wards is going to get player of the game.
I was just going to say, should they get player of the game afterwards then? Because those have been back-to-back big plays for Sentinels. And at this point, Impact has the
Sentinels is the only NA hope. Do you see that chat already? That was so early. It's so early on.
There is a lower bracket, guys.
There's a lower bracket. Cloud9 got more chances.
We already gave all the cope. You know, they're jet-lagged. They're a little emotional for the Lion loss. They got to bounce back now. They could still run the lower bracket. We'll see.
It would look pretty convincing, though, the losses in the last series.
Fun fact, our producer Zeus actually made the point that C9 have not won since Thanatos got player of the game.
True. That's the true curse all along.
That's the curse.
It's usually what you want most, you know?
Monkey paw.
Exactly.
Yeah. The monkey paw. He finally got it, but at what
cost?
So
I guess that means we're to blame. Production is to blame. Because we gave the player of the game.
Welcome to the party, Kobe. I get blamed for everything.
Holy moly,
now
it does
you know
all
what it feels
come back
like.
to us.
Yeah.
All right, Sentinels, finish the job here. It looks so good for them. Now with Infernal Soul, with the gold lead, you can just push side lanes. You have really, really good setup. And if they just keep up their vision, you're not going to get this Dream Wombo combo from Red. Just target Frosty. Always got to mark the enemy engager, the biggest enemy engager.
Stop
the Jarvan and the Rakan, and Rakan is very squishy, buddy. So
true. Yeah, especially if you're able to just like Cyclone as he's going in, just like immediately lock him up and then throw damage. The damage dealers have their spikes as well, like 3 items Ezreal, 3 items on the Rise, working on that 4th.
I don't know, anytime there's a 3-item Yone, though, I do get a little nervous.
It's true. It can get scary out there. Infinity Edge completed now. And Red are not out of this by any stretch. They're behind. Down but not out, as now they find the engage here onto DARKWINGS. He has the Seeker's Arm Guard, so we will go into the stasis. Frosty still alive right now. The re-engage back onto DARKWINGS. They're trying to take down the Rise. Cannot get him, as Kaze lands a nice triple knockup. But now he's in some trouble. Impact trying to buy the space for them. Is that me in the stasis? Now still alive. Shut down for Kaze. Red are actually holding the line in this fight. It's 3 members up for Sentinels, 4 for Red still, as now their AD carry goes forward. DARKWINGS has to flash back. Has huhi in his back pocket. Karma trying to keep his mid laner safe. And Red, low health bars. I don't know how much more they can get right now.
We were kind of desynced on that.
Yeah.
If DARKWINGS clearly wanted to outplay with his flash, but HamBak was like wrapped around the other side of that wall. Man, I mean, we need comms listening to be sure, but it might be a situation where you would benefit from everyone speaking the same language.
28 minutes, 27:30 to 28. Let's remember that, because afterwards maybe we can take another look to see how close it could have been if they had been on the same page.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm down to try and outplay with flash, but if both try and outplay at the same time, and I don't know about the cooldown that was on Wukong W, but if you have Wukong W and Rise Flash, I'm down to outplay.
Well, right now, Sentinels, yeah, they lost that trade, but they're going straight back to Baron. The game of vision yet again, but Red are pretty far away. They got to get back up there. That's a TP coming from Kaze into the mid lane, but we are burning it fast, and we got it. Baron secured for Sentinels as they will realm warp back to the mid lane. Red cannot even find a contest. Oh! True shot barrage on the 4. Red feeling the thunder now.
I always get a little nervous when we're rushing into Barons, but that was great. That was great timing. We had the extra person advantage, and now we can try and parlay our Baron into an Elder Dragon, Kangas.
Elder's the name of the game here, but it could be a smite fight. HamBak's on the flank right now, has the blast cone. FNB on a deep flank from Red. So far, doesn't seem like Sentinels has spotted him out. Now huhi will see him.
I mean, this got to be good for us. Rumble's pushed out of the entire fight right now.
It's Rise holding him back now. His curse is down to half health.
HamBak.
As long as Sentinels don't give him the opportunity to get in there, a flash cyclone engage from HamBak onto 3 members. Wants to follow up now. The Yone, will turn it back around for Red, but what an Atofo strike from Impact. Pulls back onto the 3. Top laner for Sentinels shows up huge in that fight.
That was huge. Impact pretty big there. That's going to ensure we get the dragon. They assassinate our jungler, but we got 2 for it.
Yeah.
Yone goes down on top.
That was crucial that Impact was able to find that 3-man Atofo strike right there, because if HamBak dies and we don't kill Curse, that's really dicey at that point to actually try and keep fighting around the dragon.
Yeah, big stuff. I mean, we got the Baron, we got the Elder. The 2 mega game-ending buffs here. So Sentinels looking like they might be the first North American team on the board, Kangas. Don't celebrate too early though, buddy.
True. I have an extra pair of socks ready to go if we need them.
Well, if they win, we're not changing anything,
That's what I'm saying, but just in case.
Okay.
Just in case.
Let's see. So Cyclone, knock up, and then Impact. Here we go. It's after they get knocked out of it. Huge. And it's like just the edge of it too on the end. Charged up Q through everybody.
Yeah. One, it looks like the J4 is actually already past him, but still, he's able to pull back the Yone, which was a crucial member. We talked about how strong the Yone is in these late game scenarios. And Kaze was not able to get enough done. It was a great fate seal to kill HamBak, but now Sentinels continue the siege. They have the Baron, they got the Elder Dragon, they got the Dragon Soul, the 3-headed dragon composition with 0 dragons to their name. As Sentinels are just going to need to march these ways forward to close out this game.
Should be pretty easy when you got Elder and Baron. Ain't no way Red can really contest any of that. Elder's still up, so they're trying to deal with these Baroned up minions, but look at that. Even with the Jhin ulti, doesn't clear that many of the minions.
Kill a couple of range minions. There's still 2 cannon minions up as 2 members of Sentinels will take out that mid turret. First Nexus turret will fall now. As Sentinels, come on, we just got to get across the finish line right here. Flash engage with Cataclysm. Desperation from Red as they will lose their jungler, but not before they take down DARKWINGS. Not a bad look for Red to start things off there. It's a 4-4 fight still as Kaze just get peppered down. The Elder Dragon almost killing him, but now HamBak could be in some trouble here as Impact trying to buy his space on that front line. FNB goes to the stasis. Kaze's still alive. Kaze's able to get a kill on Impact. Red are holding the line. It's all about Rahel. The outplays on the Ezreal. Shut that dragon down. Double kill to Rahel as Sentinels will get NA on the board. They'll get LCS across the finish line, and they'll pick up a Game 1 win against CBLOL.
What the Rahel? Let's go with the Elder at the end. Player of the game, Kangas. I do want to give it to whoever put those wards, so we're just going to have to guess.
You're not giving it to Rahel after that?
All right, let's go.
I'm giving it to
bottom
Rahel.
lane was a banger.
You go take a look. Kobe's gonna jump
going
over
investigate.
to the PC to see and go back and check the tape. I still feel like Rahel with that outplay at the end, that was incredible. And also is still just doing crazy damage. The Mystic Thunder composition coming online.
The mega end game buffs, you know, so.
Yeah, you know, when you have Elder.
We had Elder and Baron and almost lost the team fight, Kangas.
I got nobody next one. I'm going to throw Tibbers here while Kobe's getting ready with that replay. Here we go. This is my buddy. Boom. I was going to use this as emotional support in case we had lost that, but we were able to pick it up. All right, Kobe, how are we looking out on the replay?
I mean, it's pretty. Hold on. We got to go through the whole game to find where we.
All right, Kobe's parsing through to figure it out right now. Let's see what chat thinks. Chat, who do you think should get player of the game? That one. Again, I'm still sitting with Rahel. I feel like chat might be behind me. Let's see. I'm seeing Brazil Cope starts now. LCS managed an upset. I see Rahel. That's the first one I saw. I'm going with that chat says Rahel as well.
Let's go.
Yeah, but Kobe, you are right that the wards were crucial in finding those picks that got Sentinels back into the game because they were at a gold deficit. That was like a 4K gold lead that Red Canids Kalunga had. I was worried we were going to get Kalunga'd again.
The first one is no surprise.
All right, we have it ready here, so we can show it on stream. I believe Kobe is ready with the replay.
So the first one here, it's no surprise. It was a huhi ward, of course, here. Seas Curse, they come in. Boom. This is going to be our first pick on Jarvan. This is everything in this game. And let me pause right here, Kangas, because at the time we got that pick, we needed it.
Yeah.
We certainly needed it. And so that was a big, big opening, especially with our team comp here. It also got the Yone flash. Yone was getting really scary. Bork was done. So that was a big one. The next one was this ward up here.
Yeah, who places this one?
Holy moly. Okay, so we got Baron off of that one, right? So it must have been here. Okay, here's the ward. There we go. Let me go back.
So that's about halfway already expired.
Let's investigate.
I'm going to guess it's Impact. Just because top lane. Oh, maybe it's DARKWINGS, actually. Oh. Huhi.
It's a huhi ward, man.
That's a good support right there. Let's go, baby. I mean, he was getting around the map. He was hovering DARKWINGS consistently throughout the game.
Again, let me give my PSA. Any place that there are Phaelites, assume there are wards in there. It's not always going to be wards in there, but you kind of got to assume that.
My MVP is Rahel. Who's your MVP? Are you saying huhi then?
I'm switching it from Rahel to huhi, yeah.
All right, Kobe says huhi.
They win the game off those
Chad,
wards.
who do you say? You can be the tiebreaker. I'm seeing huhi goat. I'm seeing a lot of huhi. All right, you know what? Let's give it to huhi. I'll pivot as well. We'll go huhi. Huhi's the player of the game for the wards. Did we see who placed that first one? Did you actually get a peek at that one? It was huhi that placed the first one as well. Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, you got to guess it's the supports because they have the most wards to place. And he also, both of them were on Phaelite positions. So it's also like.
You got to keep track of those.
Come on.
All right, we got some comps
one of the most likely places to be warded.
I want to listen in on some of the comps from Sentinels. Let's take a look.
Okay. Isaac, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay?
Okay, I'm okay. You about to get TP?
Yeah, I can go behind them too.
TP now. 자르만 노플. J4 first. Play slow, I'm coming. Okay.
Take the Baron.
Baron pressure first. Q-stack.
Guys, everyone take a deep breath and look at top wave, okay?
Yeah.
I play for fight this.
They're all leaning here. They're all leaning. 자르만 돈다 이거.
They're looking. I'm coming.
나 죽은 것 같아.
He's dead.
버려라.
Slowly. We can fight, but they burn. It's okay.
I have shield.
Okay.
Look, can you lock us in? 한 명만 이거 뜰 수 있냐?
Shield him too.
Okay, nice.
I have shield again.
That's it. I'm taking. It's okay, we can fight.
Yeah, if they come in.
연 놀.
He's ready.
연애.
나이스.
실드 있고.
Coming.
Nice.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's get mid tower.
Yeah, the tower and base. Guys, we all in the vision. Just let K'Sante be in front, like face check everything, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only way we can lose. Yeah.
다음 거. 연 first. 연. 괜찮아. 싸움 줘. 빨리지 말고. 럼블 노플이야. We can just hit.
You wanna hit?
We can hit. 팔. 연.
Here we go.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Alright,
whoa,
good
whoa.
at
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, wow. That's too nice.
Whoa,
Holy shit.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa!
Whoa! Also, Kobe, that was almost all English.
Yeah, that's the first thing I was gonna say
Yeah.
afterwards is, you know, everybody's making calls in English, so it's helping out a lot because we've interviewed them at all stages leading up to America's Cup, during America's Cup. You know, they were talking about 80% of our comms are in Korean, okay? 70% are, okay? 60% are, but all those ones, you know, they're all doing shot calling in English, so maybe they've made a full swap over. That could lighten the burden on who he's like translating.
Yeah.
That he had to do a lot, and it kind of can reduce the time that is necessary for some of these coordinated plays.
All right, I love this damage chart here. Rahel, absolute monster carry performance right there.
Bot lane goated. Bot lane goated.
Bot lane
The
goated.
Mystic, what was it? Thunder? Mystic
Thunder, baby. Did they die? Was that first blood though in the bot side? I think they did die first, didn't they?
Don't care.
Trying to
They won
remember.
the game for
Doesn't
us.
matter. Doesn't matter.
All good.
Yeah. Mystic Thunder.
Doesn't matter how many
worked.
times you die, as long as you win. We're on the board. We needed that.
Game 1 MVP. 100% KP? 15 out of 15 kills. I didn't even catch that.
And 2, not 1, but 2 game-winning wards.
Yep. That is a MVP performance right there. You know what? I think still nod to Rahel, but supports, it's so hard to stand out as a support and actually like get these types of awards. I like that we gave it to
Please
Huhi
go.
right there. And I like that LCS is on the board, Kobe. Can we make it a 2-0?
Yeah.
We can
I'm
do
feeling generous. We can.
Let's see. Let's see. We're going to throw it to a short break before we are back with a continuation